Hello everyone! Today I am going to be talking about the new Shadowhunters TV show. I'm going to be going into some spoilers for the TV show, obviously, so if you have not read the books, you should definitely go do so because they are amazing. So you should read the books first and then go watch the TV show. I am going to say I really enjoyed the TV show a lot, so I definitely suggest that you go watch the show before you come and watch this review. I did watch the first 2 episodes of the Shadowhunters TV show, the first one being on TV, and the second one I watched it online on the website. I'm not really sure why they put that on the website, but I'm very excited that they did because then I could watch the second one at like 1 a.m. but it was totally worth it. I will try not to say too many spoilers for the second episode because I know not everyone probably watched it online, so you can still watch this even though you did not watch the second one if you have not. I did have some problems with the TV show, but that is to be expected, but I still really enjoyed it overall. I'm just gonna jump straight on in to the spoiler stuff of the Shadowhunters TV show. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the stuff that I did not like about the TV show. The acting and some of the lines in the show were definitely very cheesy at times. There was some lines in the show where I was just cringing to myself because they were so cheesy. Like one of the scenes when Clary was pushed through the portal when the circle started attacking her home. It was just, that whole scene was just really cheesy, just like how she acted it out and what all happened with that. So that was like one thing that I didn't really like. I also don't like how I feel like they're trying to get Clary into the Shadowhunter world too fast. And what I mean by that is I feel like they're trying to get Clary to be a fighter and to be a Shadowhunter really quickly. Like in the first episode, she killed a demon, which did not happen in the first book. Just how they have been portraying Clary, it just seems like in the next few episodes she's already to be training and fighting, which I'm not really a huge fan of because though I haven't reread the books in a long time, I feel like Clary started training in the second book. So it's definitely going a lot quicker than I was expecting, which is something that I wasn't really a huge fan of. So that is basically all the stuff that I wasn't a huge fan of with the show, and now I'm going to talk about the things that I really liked about the show. First of all, can we please just talk about Simon Lewis, okay? Alberto, who plays Simon Lewis in the TV show, is perfect. Just how he delivers his lines and how he says things, I just think it's so funny, and I was cracking up. Both episodes, I was just dying of laughter just because he was so funny and he was just a perfect Simon. Also, Valentine, I loved Valentine in this show. I watched the TV show Reign on and off. The guy who plays Valentine in Shadowhunters plays the king in Reign for the first season, and he did such an excellent job on being an evil character. So when I saw that he was casted as Valentine's for the Shadowhunters show, I was super excited and just super ready to see how he was gonna act. He just played the perfect villain in Reign, so I was super excited to see him in Shadowhunters, and he did not disappoint. Valentine was so kick-ass in that show. I just couldn't, he was just awesome. You saw him a little bit more in the second episode, but you did see him a few times in the first episode, and he's just so cool, and he plays Valentine so well. Like, he actually kind of scares me a little bit. Like, I can see why everyone's so scared of Valentine now because he's so scary and he's just so good, and I'm so happy that he is playing Valentine. Even though it was different to the books, I really liked how they added Dot into the show. Dot was basically Madame Dorothea, but she was a lot younger and she was friends with Clary and her mom. So I kind of liked that, how they added that in. I mean, it was different, but I really enjoyed it. And I also kind of like Luke as a detective. I know a lot of people are really mad about that and saying like it's not like the books at all. I mean, of course it's not, but I kind of like it because it's just, it adds a little something different and it's just kind of cool, and we get to see a little more of Luke because of that, because he's a detective and they showed him a little bit more, so I kind of liked that like little bit of change in there. I also really liked how Jocelyn was portrayed in the show because she was so, like, she could fight back and she was so strong, and I really liked that because in the books we didn't really see her actually fight. In the book, she just took the potion right away, and she did eventually take the potion, but she actually fought back, and I thought that was really cool to see her actually be fighting. Probably one of my favorite things about the show is Alec and Isabel's chemistry as brother and sister. After reading City of Heavenly Fire, I had such a different appreciation for Alec. Alec is one of my favorite characters in the TMI series, if not like my favorite after Sebastian, because Sebastian is always going to be my favorite character in the Mortal Instruments. But I really like Alec, so I haven't reread the book since I started to love Alec, so seeing it in the TV show is actually really cool and just really fun for me to watch. Seeing him and Izzy banter is just so funny, and it made me laugh so much, and I think the TV show did a really good job. I'm not saying we didn't see any of Izzy and Alec's interactions with each other, but I feel like there wasn't as many, and you couldn't really see all like the sister and brother banter that they had in the books, but they did have it in the show. I really loved the part with the wig and how Izzy was like, demons dig blondes, and then Alec's like, that's white, and she's like, it's platinum, and I just loved that whole banter between them. I just thought it was so funny. That was like my favorite part in the whole first episode. I thought it was great, and I really love it. Lastly, as I mentioned before, I love Alec. And when I saw Matthew Daddario being casted as Alec Lightwood, his looks were just perfect. I saw him, I'm like, he is Alec, and so I was super excited, and I just knew that he was going to be the perfect Alec. So seeing him in the show and actually portray his character, I believed it even more. Personally, I feel like Matthew portrayed his character best on the screen out of everyone. Just his mannerisms and his lines and his facial expressions and just everything about him was just perfect, and it really, like, I could see Alec. Like, that was Alec Lightwood, and it just made me so happy. Every time Matthew came on the screen, I just freaked out, and that does have to do a little bit with his looks. He was just a perfect Alec, and it made me so happy to see that on the screen. Honestly, I know a lot of people are upset about the show and don't like it and say that it's different from the books already and that the acting's bad and the acting's cheesy. I really say give the show a chance. I went into the show not expecting much. I was expecting it to be different than the books. I was expecting it to not be the greatest thing I've ever seen, and I think that really helped me to enjoy the show a lot more. It is just the first episode and second episode, so give it a chance to be better. Usually it takes people 3 to 4 episodes to actually get into a TV show. Just give it a chance and realize it might not be that close to the books, but it will get better. I really do believe it, so just give it a chance, even if you did not like the first or the second episode if you saw it. Thank you so much for watching. I had a really fun time discussing Shadowhunters. I don't know if I'm going to be doing every single week or every single episode a review, but I probably will do one at the end of the season if I do not do one for every week. I hoped you liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please feel free to, and I will talk to you next time. Bye! I'm pretty sure that, oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. To get into a TV show and really love it. Stop.